Dr. Elara Vex stood before the Council of Elders, her heart racing with anticipation and a hint of dread. The dimly lit chamber, hidden deep within the heart of the enchanted forest, seemed to close in around her as the Elder's words hung in the air. You, Elara, have been chosen to stop the impending disaster that threatens to destroy our forest and our way of life. The weight of their expectation settled upon her shoulders like a physical burden. The forest, a place of ancient magic and tradition, was home to a delicate balance of nature and science. For generations, the council had maintained this equilibrium. But a rogue scientist, fueled by ambition and a disregard for the natural world, had disrupted the balance. His creation, a machine capable of harnessing the forest's energy, had begun to destabilize the ecosystem, threatening to destroy everything in its path. The council had deemed Elara, with her unique blend of scientific knowledge and connection to the forest, the only one capable of stopping the machine. As she ventured into the forest, the trees seemed to whisper warnings and guidance, their ancient wisdom guiding her toward the heart of the disaster. The air grew thick with an otherworldly energy, and Elara's senses came alive. Attuning her to the forest's rhythms, she moved swiftly, her footsteps quiet on the forest floor. As she navigated the treacherous terrain, the machine's presence loomed ahead, its dark energy pulsating like a malevolent heartbeat. Elara's thoughts turned to her childhood, spent exploring the forest's secrets with her grandmother, a respected elder and wise woman. Her grandmother had taught her the importance of respecting tradition and the natural world, but also the value of questioning and challenging the status quo. Elara's own ambition and desire for knowledge had driven her to pursue a career in science, often putting her at odds with the council's more traditional views. Now, as she faced the looming disaster, she realized that her unique blend of science and tradition might be the key to saving the forest. As she approached the machine, Elara encountered the rogue scientist, his eyes blazing with a manic intensity. He sneered at her, confident in his creation's power and his own genius. Elara, undaunted, stood her ground, her mind racing with calculations and strategies. The machine, a twisted mass of metal and energy, pulsed with an increasingly unstable power. The air seemed to vibrate with tension, as if the very fabric of reality was about to tear apart. The showdown between Elara and the rogue scientist was intense, their words and actions a blur of science and magic. Elara's knowledge of the forest's energy and her own scientific expertise allowed her to counter the machine's power, but the rogue scientist's determination and arrogance made him a formidable foe. The battle raged on, the outcome hanging precariously in the balance. In a moment of desperation, Elara turned to the forest itself, calling upon the ancient magic that flowed through the trees. The forest responded, its energy surging through her, and she felt her own power grow. The machine, sensing its own destruction, unleashed a blast of energy that threatened to consume everything. Elara, channeling the forest's power, stood firm, her own energy merging with the machine's in a blinding flash of light. When the light faded, Elara stood victorious, but not in the way she had expected. The machine, rather than being destroyed, had been transformed, its energy now in harmony with the forest's natural balance. The rogue scientist, his ambition and arrogance broken, stood beside her, a look of wonder on his face. Together, they realized that the true enemy had not been the machine, but their own limited understanding of the forest's power. Elara's unique blend of science and tradition had saved the forest, but it was the forest itself that had shown her the true meaning of balance and harmony. As Elara emerged from the forest, the Council of Elders awaited her, their faces etched with a mix of relief and curiosity. Elara, her heart still racing with the aftermath of the battle, smiled, knowing that she had found a new path, one that blended her love of science with her respect for tradition and the natural world. The forest, once again, was safe, its secrets and magic waiting to be explored and respected.